Alright, at Love Clark again. Another part of Germany and the Holy Roman Empire. We're going to move on to finish out this chapter. The great mistake of the Middle Ages. During Rudolf of Hamburg's reign in the 13th century, a man named Jordan of Osnabrück wrote a book about how the Roman Empire was transferred into the hand of the Germans. He was not the only one in the Middle Ages to harbor such ideology. It was the Germans, many thought, who had the monumental task of ruling and preserving the Holy Roman Empire. But why? Remember that when Charlemagne was crowned, the Pope called him Emperor of the Fourth World Empire. The idea that the Roman Empire was the fourth to rule the world did not originate with this Pope. In fact, centuries before, while the old Roman Empire still existed, most Jews and Christians thought it would be the world's last kingdom because of what the prophet Daniel wrote. Many scholars know the Roman Empire was prophesied to be the fourth and final world empire. But beyond that, they tragically misinterpreted Bible prophecies. That is what led to so much violence and bloodshed during the Middle Ages. People falsely assumed that the Antichrist would emerge on the world scene once the Roman Empire was extinguished. What the Bible actually says is that after the Fourth Empire passes from the scene, God's kingdom would be set up. Daniel 2:44. This also was misinterpreted because people during the Middle Ages assumed the Holy Roman Empire was God's kingdom on earth. That elevated their laws and aspirations for world rule above God's. Thus, the groundwork for the tragedy of the Middle Ages was laid not upon a holy empire, but upon Satan-inspired gross misinterpretations of God's Word. The Germans, more than any other people, felt it their divine duty to preserve this holy Roman Empire so that Antichrist might not appear. So time and time again, when the empire sank into the depths of doom, it would somehow muster enough strength to again raise itself, usually behind the powerful leader. Oftentimes, Germans supported by powerful religious head in Rome. What the people of these empires also failed to understand was that these same Roman resurrections were themselves prophesied in God's Holy Bible. The Bible does prophesy of four and only four world-ruling empires, but as we have seen, that final empire, after it was crushed in AD 476, was to resurrect 10 more times, the last 7 of which would be in conjunction with the papal authority in Rome as the resurrected Holy Roman Empire. It is that same Roman Empire under new names and titles which again resurrected earlier this century under German dominance, and which awaits one last hurrah, again prodded by a strong European hand, probably Germany. A call to remembrance. On May 8, 1997, former German President Roman Herzog was presented with the International Charlemagne Prize for his efforts to unite Europe. Looks Freemasony stuff or something, probably, most likely, involved in that. Charlemagne Prize for his efforts to unite Europe. In his acceptance speech, Dr. Herzog said, "For 1,000 years, the destiny of our continent has revolved around the choice between a cohesive or fragmented Europe. Charlemagne, after whom our prize is named, made his own particular choice, the first unification of Europe. At such an hour the truth must be told. Only by wading through a sea of blood, sweat, and tears did he reach his goal." Indeed, the history of European unification has been one of much blood, and Germany has been Europe's greatest perpetrator in instigating that bloodshed. Pause. There's my kid screaming. Some people will disagree with that, and I kind of do. There's two sides to every story, but let's continue. Unpause. Roman Herzog has long been one of Germany's biggest promoters for European unification. He and many other European leaders frequently hearken back to Charlemagne as the inspiration behind modern-day unification. Very soon now, 10 nations or groups of nations in Europe will band together in a union influenced by a great church. Everything about the union will seem right. The religion, the prosperity, the military might. But the final fruits of this union will be horrifying. History bears this out. Conspiracy, betrayal, bloodshed, intolerance, execution. These words best describe the Holy Roman Empire of the Middle Ages. Approximately 40 million people were butchered during the so-called Holy Inquisition, the papacy's nightmarish vaccine for the heresy virus. The Roman and Spanish Inquisitions virtually eliminated Protestantism in Italy and Spain. The world has probably never seen a more vile period than those dark and miserable years of the 14th, 15th, and 16th centuries. The historical fruits of this union between a powerful political beast and a great false church have not been holy, rather unholy. And when those rotten fruits are revealed one last time, the world will be shocked. How could something which seems so right, so religious, be so evil? That answer is found written upon thousands of pages of history. More importantly, God prophesied it long ago in the pages of the book almost no one reads and studies, the Holy Bible. Perhaps it is time we grab that book from the shelf, blow off the dust, and crack it open. You'll be shocked at how accurately God predicts the future. Alright, guys. That guy looks like a Freemason. Probably a Freemason ceremony. I don't see any, can't see much symbology, but here's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Roman Herzog receives the 97 International Charlemagne Prize. Good night. Next chapter, guys, chapter 4, Hitler and the Holy Roman Empire. Whoa, that looks pretty wicked. Okay, stop there.